Turn it around. Alright, y'all, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to your pick a pile reading today. Let me say before I get started that I have done multiple ancestor and departed loved readings that are available free on the channel. And a lot of times I use a different style where I do two parts, and the first part is the ancestors and departed loved ones introducing themselves, us getting clues and hints about who they are, and then the second part is the messages. I really like those, and if you're inspired to go listen to one of those instead of this one or as well as this one, please do go treat yourself to that reading, see what comes through for you. This one we are doing some wax divination in the bowl here. We've already got some wax. The guides told me to leave this wax and just add to it, so we're going to do that. And you will find your timestamps as always down below in the description. When you're ready to skip ahead to your reading, use those. Option 1 is actually represented by the bowl of water itself. That's the prompt for option 1. Option 2 has the Mushroom Spirit Oracle book on top of it. Mushrooms are connected to the planet Pluto. Pluto's Lord of the Underworld, and mushrooms are a symbol of transformation and transmutation, so it feels right. We're not actually using this deck in this reading, but that's on top of option 2. And option 3, you have the crab apple on top of your pile. So pause the video now if you want some more time selecting your reading. Go ahead and pause that video. Use that timestamp when you're ready. I'm going to move into option 1 with everyone selecting option 1. Let's get your messages. Alright. So option 1, we'll start with the cards. We've got here Goddesses coming through, departed loved ones and ancestors. What do we have for goddess energy? Nematona, sacred space, and butterfly maiden, transformation. I actually wanted to read these out of the booklet for you today, and I didn't take the booklet out, so I'm going to dig around for a moment for that. Nematona's energy, here it says on the card, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And then you also have, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Okay, so let me go ahead and get out these booklets and I will read those messages. Okay, here we go. Come on, come out of the box. Thank you. Takes a moment. Yeah, there's this message of having patience with yourself too in the process. Like some things take longer than others. Sometimes there's little hang-ups or glitches. Things take longer than we hoped or we expected. Alright, so Nematona. Nematona, what is your message? Thank you. It says here. Your sacred space is within you now. By creating an altar or visiting a sacred site, you connect with the symbols and energy that have been infused with meaning and prayer over the centuries. Don't take these symbols lightly, for they're powerful indeed. When you connect with sacred symbols, you help your inner sanctity find a home in the outer world. You also tap into the ancient wisdom and spiritual grace of the old ways. Explore spirituality through sacred symbols and sites, and allow your soul to joyfully meander among the various ways available to you to unite with the divine. It's not a matter of how you connect, but that you do so frequently. Butterfly maiden. Butterfly maiden. Okay. It says, as you go through this period of change, it's natural for you to wonder if your future is safe. I'm here to assure you that you're part of nature's cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. To bring in your desired newness, you must first allow old parts of your life to fall away. These changes are to be celebrated, not feared. Give thanks for this shedding of the old. Embrace all the lessons it brought, and then let it go. Be giddy with excitement at the newness of the gifts that are now being bestowed upon you, and let their magic surprise and delight you. So basically, so far, there's this message here for you guys that it's time for you to get organized and create an altar, create some sacred space, or go to a place where you can connect with the divine to help you through the great transformation that you're involved in. You're involved in this metamorphosis, this transformation, and you can definitely be proactive and you can definitely guide it to an extent. Okay, we have a music card here. Let's see what comes through for music. Trace Adkins, This Ain't No Thinking Thing. Okay, so go ahead and listen to that song if you're inspired to. This is a spiritual transformation. This is about feeling. This is about aligning. This is about becoming aware, connecting with an inner knowing and a deep truth. It's not about left brain, right brain thinking. It's something much greater than that, just like the song says. And you have Honeybee, Navigate by the Sun. It's also coming up reversed. So some of you, there's talk about like the darkening of the year, the darker half of the year, the days growing shorter, the night growing longer, maybe navigating by the moonlight a little bit, or with the third eye, the darkness. I'm also hearing other suns, other systems, other places outside of Earth. Here's the Sun card. This is an energy of joy, pleasure, happiness. And so some of you, maybe you've experienced some recent loss, my condolences. Whatever it is, there's this message about how you're meant to have more joy and more pleasure in your life. And like, please be proactive and set yourself up for that. Maybe you're in the middle right now. Maybe it's not time yet. Yeah, maybe you need some sort of closure first. The 10 of Wands. Maybe something's weighing on you heavily. But it's part of a cycle, and this is meant to be integrated, and it's meant to pass. You're meant to shed certain things and move forward fresh. Okay, we have Leo energy on the table. We have Taurus, Virgo energy on the table for some of you. We have a very non-traditional person for some of you. Ancestors, departed loved ones, rule breaker, futuristic thinker type energy, non-traditionalist. Queen of Candles, so fire signs making an appearance. Libra energy. 10 of Cups. Knight of Needles, so air sign energy. And then we have Ace of Candles reverse. Okay. So overall, there's this message of encouragement and advice to set yourself up for success by creating sacred space, by going to sacred space, by finding sacred space within. And I feel like this can be a sort of North Star for some of you. Judgment card is reversed, the Queen of Candles reversed. For some of you, there's something that's like not right, wasn't the way the person intended it, connected to a will, or there's some sort of like poor judgment that they want to apologize for. It may or may not have had to do with an institution or a contract. It could have been behavioral outbursts, the Queen of Candles, like some sort of behavior that's not flattering. But we have the 10 of Cups here. We have the Knight of Needles. I feel like there's a message here. It's like, I'm going to use the word hope. It's like they're hopeful that you will focus more on the good times and, you know, happy home life times, good times, blissful times. And think more about these times than the upsetting ones, okay? You deserve pleasure in your life. You deserve happiness in your life. And there is a pathway to it. You certainly can achieve this. The Knight of Needles is showing up as the Devil card, and it's saying, like, be the master of your mind. The mind can work for you or against you. Don't leave it to its own devices to be all like this devil tricking you and leading you into dark places. At least not all the time. Like, it's really asking you to have the mind be your servant, the servant of the soul. Yeah. Sun card into the Hierophant reverse, into the Ten of Wands, into the Five of Cups reverse. The Five of Cups is some sort of loss, the cups spilling over, but it's happening after the Ten of Wands, so it's like it was time. It was time. Whoever was lost when they were, believe it or not, it was time. It was the completion of a cycle. There's too much with the Ten of Cups. It's like we need to set some of this stuff down, release some things, or return some things to source. So it's really asking you to do that too in your life, like to embrace the life, death, rebirth cycle. What is it time to shed, to let go of, to allow to die or return to source? Here it's like wallowing and being negative and feeling a victim is keeping you stuck. They're showing me it as like a waste of time, a waste of energy, because you could be tapping into the opposite, the Ten of Potions. You could be really satisfied, really fulfilled. Something is going to be illuminated for a number of you about a broken contract or some sort of loophole within a contract, or something like that was not... There's some sort of like break in tradition, or evolving some sort of tradition, or evolving some sort of contract. But anyway, back to this with the Five of Cups, the Queen of Candles reverse, and the Judgment card reverse. It's saying you're not tapped into your higher self at the moment, not as much as you could be. You're not receiving as many messages, insight, inner knowing, clarity as you could be, and that they want you to. So Nematonen's energy is really important. That message about sacred space is really important. If you make an ancestor altar, I feel like that could be a really healthy expression and way to connect with departed loved ones and ancestors. The Queen of Candles reverse here, yeah, it's like your light is needed. And it's understandable that sometimes you might shut down, you might go into your crab shell, or you might not want to share, you might not be in a giving mood or a performing mood, you know. That's fine, that's understandable. But I see here, like, ultimately you are meant to give, you are meant to share, you are meant to be seen, and they want you to align with your higher self and find spiritual peace. And when you do so, when you come more into this positive energy and you do that, it feels like you will be making higher vibrational decisions and choices than previously, and you will align with more emotionally rewarding experiences. You'll have more things, more happy things to talk about, to write about, to share, to think about. There's some sort of new beginning or new step that you may not feel ready for yet, or maybe you're not ready for it, but you're getting close. You're going through the transformation that you need to go to align with that. Give to yourself, fill your cup, and let it spilleth over. The Queen of Candles reverse. It's like if you're feeling depleted, dragged down, you've experienced some sort of loss, it's okay to fill your own cup first. Here, I see that too. Okay, but your talents, your skills, like maybe you do things non-traditional. Maybe in life, some of the people who have now crossed over seem to not support that or be against that. With this higher perspective, the message coming through is like you are meant to be you. You are meant to be you. You are meant to have fun. You're meant to do things you enjoy. Your talents, your skills, they have purpose. They are meant to be a part of the web of life here on Earth, this human experience. And so you just need to be aware of that, know that. Okay. let me go ahead and light the candle and see what comes through in the bowl for messages for you. Okay, we have here for pile 1, thank you spirit guides, departed loved ones, ancestors, and goddesses. What messages do we have for them today? What would you like to tell them? What do they need to hear? Yeah, it's saying like taking a while, it may take some time. Sometimes it takes longer than others for you to warm up, but it's saying like warm your energy, warm up, or warm up to something. Regain your energy, reclaim your energy, that fire burning. Okay. This is interesting. I'm seeing a puddle of pee, like on the ground or in snow. Maybe this has to do with a dog that's crossed over some of you. Okay, yeah, it's saying like there's some sort of nasty energy, nasty attitude, resentment, hurt feelings, some sort of nasty energy, and it's showing up like urine in the snow. There's this fresh new energy, this new beginning, this rebirth energy, and it's showing up like urine in the snow. Changing that, tainting that in some way. It's not as fresh, it's not a clean slate because we're dragging the past forward in some way, or there's some sort of residual energy or something that needs to be purged possibly. And if it needs, nature calls, it needs to be purged, and released rather than kept within so one implodes. But it's like maybe after a while, we can find a better way. We can find a way to transmute it. We can find greater peace. We can find something more clean. So the Queen of Wands having turned up reverse like that too, it's like maybe there were some outbursts. Maybe we're saying nasty things, or we're behaving in an unfavorable way because we're hurt or angry, so forth. I'm seeing ashes. Some of you have someone's ashes, or there was like a cremation. May have been a release point. They're showing me ashes. Some of you, if you're making an ancestor altar, departed loved one's altar, you could put the ashes on the altar. Others, this is about burning incense, or somebody maybe smokes cigarettes. There's some sort of connection to ashes, burning herbs. Oh yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ashes, like ashes spread widely or a variety of places. I'm getting this message like you'll pass away someday too. You're going to cross over too. And if you don't have a will, you might consider like brainstorming what you want now, or making a will. Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? Does it matter to you? Do you want your ashes, like something specific done with your ashes? They're saying death is a part of life, and the transition is a part of life. And so just like you maybe plan your day, or you plan a trip, it's like this is something to plan for too. Okay. They're showing me a path being illuminated for you, and it's actually like backwards from the way you would expect or think. It's as if the future self is going in and is creating this path for the present self to follow. So this could be about connecting with your future self, or just know that your future self has your back and has created a pathway. And so when your intuition starts kicking in and telling you to do things, sometimes this may be your future self pulling you towards it, showing you the direction to take. Okay, is that enough for this one, or do we have more messages for them? I'm seeing the letter A, the letter J, jaw. Somebody might have had something going on with their jaw, lockjaw, or something going on with their jaw. Or somebody really likes Jaw Rule's music, or specific song. I'm seeing some of you working with candles or wax yourself. Yes, you are attracting spiritual energies, spiritual beings. It's not just your imagination. If you invite your ancestors or departed loved ones or your spirit guides, yes, they're showing up to your meditations, your candle burnings, your rituals. seeing something written on a wall or left on a wall, or some sort of board. It's like, it's vertical though, whatever it is. There's some sort of message, image, symbol, numbers. I don't know, but it's there. And I think a lot of you know what it is, or you will when you see it. They're showing me how we affect one another, there's like a ripple effect in the universe, and there's an impact. We affect each other with things we say, with things we do. Sometimes it's very subtle, a smile, it's just energy transfer. Sometimes it's more dramatic and obvious. But we're always constantly like in communication and affecting one another. And so again, like with the Nematona energy and the transformation energy, the butterfly maiden, there's this message of recognizing like what's authentically you. When you shed other people's energies and imprints, when you come back to home, come back to the self, come back to the truth and the authentic self, the core of who you are. Like through meditation too, this helps in doing this. It's very empowering, and it's very like enlightening. It illuminates things. It helps you see like, this isn't really my energy. This isn't my burden to carry around. Like, this is who I am, and who you are feels a lot lighter than the excess stuff does. The excess stuff feels heavier. Okay, I'm seeing a blue foot. It's like coming through. I don't know if this is coming through the veil or what's going on here, but it's like a figure in some sort of robe. It has a hoodie on or some sort of hood. And the character is blue and like green, teals. There are bubbles here. It looks like they may be coming through the water or coming through some sort of veil. A lot of orbs or a lot of bubbles, circular shapes connected to this being. I don't know if it's a deity, it's an ancestor, departed loved one, an aspect of yourself that you're connecting with. I don't know what it is, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I feel like this energy, whatever it is, it has a way to defend itself and maybe defend you if it's like an ally that's coming in to defend you. It's got some sort of weapon or some sort of tool that can defend. And it may have to do with communication as well, like helps with communication and speaking in an effective way, or defending you against negative thoughts and negative words that might, tear at you. I'm seeing a smile here. There's no eyes. The eyes are closed, but there's a smile. Yeah, there's this energy of like relaxing and being in joy and being in peace and appreciation, just like showing you the path or a way, or connecting you with something or someone, some sort of energy here. Trust your gut. That's a message too here. Trust your gut. I feel like maybe somebody passed away peacefully, was happy. It was their time. They want you to know that. Yeah, it's like there's other paths. There were other things for their soul, like other places for their soul to go. Hearing something about a return trip or something coming full cycle, maybe going back to a past place, a place you visited before as a child or some point. They're showing me a body of water that's significant, has some sort of meaning for you. They're also talking about the veil being able to connect through water, energy transfer through water. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Somebody also maybe liked yellow flowers a lot, or some sort of specific yellow food, like lemons. Maybe they really loved lemon flavored things, lemons. Okay. Yeah, I see the great goddess. There's this great goddess energy, and there's lots of little like goddesses coming out of this great goddess, or like a lot of energies coming from this goddess. It's like one main goddess, and it's birthing all these other little creations or spin-offs. It's like archetypal energies. I don't know why this is coming up, but it is. They're showing me dirt on the feet. Some of you, okay, it's talking about connecting with Mother Earth, getting your feet dirty, grounding your energy, grounding your energy, and connecting more to the divine feminine within yourself and the universe, and doing that. And that's providing a certain level of wisdom. It's also helping you like float, conserve your energy, and be carried along, float at certain times in certain situations within your life. Yeah, they're showing me a river. They're showing bodies like prepared and floating on this river. I think it's the river to the afterworld, like the afterlife. But they look like very well provided for. It's like they're all dressed and they have their things, their belongings. There's these shiny things around them. It's like a journey, some sort of transition period, a journey to something new. So I know, different faiths and things like that, but I'm just sharing with you what I see here. I'm also seeing a vehicle, specifically a certain car, a vehicle. I'm seeing a baby right now wrapped up. This may be a water sign, this infant, this baby. They may have passed away in the water. Some of them may have drowned, or I don't know why. It's very, very much connected to the element water. Okay. I think that's everything for your pile 1. Yeah, I will go ahead and leave you here and move into the next one. Many blessings to you, and bye-bye. Okay. Those of you who chose option 2, welcome to your reading. Here we are. Let's see what you have for cards first. We have Sarasvati, the arts, express yourself through creative activities. And you have be strong. You are stronger than you think, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So I'm going to read out of the booklet for these first. Let me go ahead and find these cards in the book. We'll read their messages. Sarasvati. Okay. Her message is, you're a limitless being. If it seems that you have time, money, or other restrictions, it's simply because your mind is focused upon the material world. You can unlimit yourself by lifting the cloak of the material world from your focus. Music is essential for the expression of non-material ideals and energies. Music colors our surroundings with emanations from the highest vibrational fields. It allows us to escape all limitations in our thinking and very existence. Surround yourself in music and allow it to stimulate your own creative thinking and to spark new ideas. Flow with the music and give yourself permission to investigate and experiment with putting your creative ideas into action. Enjoy being limitless. Okay, and now we will look at the next one. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Okay. It says, see yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone. Or I've got Ant showing up as a spirit guide for you guys too. Look up Ant if you're inspired, A-N-T. Let me go back into the book. I apologize. See yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or any condition. You're the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength, your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships to help you manifest your highest potential. Being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real, allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, but most of all, be strong. So, this divine feminine energy, this beautiful feminine strength that's mentioned, it's an energy of receptivity and nurturance and giving. It's not about whether you're in a male or female body or your sexual orientation. So I just need to point that out for everyone to know. We'll look at the music card next. We have the Sticks, Mr. Roboto. Sticks, Mr. Roboto. So listen to that song if you're inspired, make your own connections, see if additional messages come through. Thank you very much, Mr. Roboto. Okay. And we have Black Bear, Sync with the Cycles. And then you also have Two of Potions, reverse. Eight of Candles, right side up. Okay. Reverse, excuse me. Four of Presents. Yeah, some of you do feel like there's some limitations, money in particular, access to certain physical tools. You feel limited currently. But again, like a huge message here coming through is you don't have to, they don't want you to. It's like the treasure you're looking for is on the other side of that coin. The Eight of Presents, reverse. Five of Presents. Some of you may have taken some time off from work or lost a job, quit a job that wasn't working out right for you. You could have had a boss that was doing something shady, or it's like it wasn't a good match, your energy was not being fairly compensated, or there was a death here and you needed some time off. And now we've got the Five of Presents, so it's like the lack of money is showing up as this devil. It's showing up as this trickster, like you don't have enough money and it's blocking you in some way. And I feel like a lot of you, there's some things here like I'm not up for it. I'm not up for the game. I don't want to play the game anymore. I don't want to work my butt off and not be compensated enough. I don't want to have to work super, super hard for things. Nine of Candles, reverse. Hermit. Yeah, it's like you'd rather go your own way. Some of you, the number 10 is significant. Somebody may have been 10 years old. They may have passed away on the 10th day of the month. In October, 10 a.m., 10 p.m., something with the number 10. Yeah, some of you haven't been to the graveyard, or you haven't been to a cremation site, or you haven't been this year. You are invited, you are welcome, you can go. Some of you, it's talking about you've brought certain offerings, flowers, things like that. It's just acknowledging that, saying it's noted, saying thank you. 10 of Swords. At the end, needles. Yeah, a lot of you, it's like you're too hard on yourself. You're too mean to yourself with the thoughts that you're thinking about your life, about yourself, about your relationships, about your ability to have symbiotic connections or love in your life. So they want you to know that, like they think you're being too hard on yourself. It'd be a good idea for you to take some time on your own, the Hermit card, to connect with spirit, connect with your higher self, and to get out of this energy of worry or overthinking or trying to force some sort of information, like yourself to be aware of some sort of information. It's more like, hey, you have this opportunity to align with the divine feminine, to sync with the cycles of nature, to conserve your energy and float part of the time and then swim part of the time instead of swimming upstream the whole way. Some of you, there's some sort of acceleration you want in your life, or some sort of travel that you want in your life, and you're blocked right now. You're not able to have it. You're blocked because you're not prepared for it. It's saying you have to get right with yourself. You have to be balanced with yourself. You have to love yourself more, improve your self-care. The Two of Potions, reverse. Like you need a more symbiotic relationship with yourself. You need to become your own best friend in order to be granted access to this, in order for you to be able to travel or enjoy your travels more, or for something to accelerate. Okay, as far as zodiac signs go on the table, we have Capricorn here. We have Pisces, maybe Virgo showing up as well. You have artists, all kinds of artists, especially musicians showing up. This may also have been people who really enjoyed music, art, or who do currently. I'm not sure, which side they're on. If they've crossed over, they're here in the flesh with us. We have that energy, and then we also have partner energy. Marriage partner, especially boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiancés, etc. even if there were divorces. So some of you, you've had spouses cross over. Okay, sync with the cycles, the arts, be strong, release some pressure, like stop beating up on yourself, stop overthinking, stop obsessing about the problems. It's the devil playing tricks on you. Stop doing that. It's working against you. The cards are indicating it's time to release some of the pressure. Something needs to de-intensify. And you need to find more balance, and you may have to separate yourself from other people or environments, go off on your own with the Hermit card in order to do that, but it'll be worth it. It's important. It'll be worth it. Let me go ahead and move these aside, and we will do the candle part. Okay. Seeing a chunk of pineapple bananas showing up. Maybe you're craving these. Maybe somebody really liked pineapple or banana, both. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, departed loved ones, and goddesses. These messages coming through. What do they need to hear? What messages do you have for them at this time? Saying something's dirty or someone feels dirty. Something is dirty or feels dirty. Saying like, how can we clean that up? Let's not live with that. Let's clean it up. Let's fix that. We deserve better. Okay. I'm seeing something with someone's breast. It's like sagging breasts, or they're shaped in a certain way. There's a bra. There's maybe something like a memory that you have, something you're dealing with. I don't know. Get a bug here. Like fly on the wall. To be a fly on the wall. Okay, this message isn't for all of you. I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers. I'm just giving the messages that are coming through, and I understand people have different faiths, but you know that expression, like to be a fly on the wall? I feel like there is someone here, some energy here where it's like they always want to be a fly on the wall for, like, to you or in certain situations, and now they actually can do that with their consciousness. They can actually get in the body of a fly or be like a fly on the wall and just observe what's going on. Okay, I'm seeing some sort of padding or protective thing on like a wall. Okay, it's like it's the edge of a container or a wall. There's all kinds of walls, right? To separate rooms, to like the walls of our cells. So they're showing something that's like soft, maybe rubbery, like you'd bounce off from it on some sort of wall, because the wall is there for a reason. And you're not meant to just continually like beat your head up against the wall trying to get to the other side of it. But yeah, it's like it's padded so it doesn't hurt as much when you run up against this wall, but it's also meant to like push you back instead of having you go through it. Yeah, there's some things in the subconscious here that are showing up as kind of dirty, kind of toxic, kind of old. It might come to light, or has already, in the form of dreams or different scenarios. The guides are talking about cleaning up the subconscious. There's this beautiful shade of like yellow green. It's shiny. I don't know what it's trying to tell me, but I see it. It may be connected to the heart chakra. I'm seeing the heart as a portal, okay, to the dimensions, different realms. Yes, it's a place like heart-to-heart communication, or like communicating through the heart into different dimensions is showing up. They just also showed me, what was that? Got covered up. What were you showing me? Now they're showing it as more of a question mark being formed. Okay, yeah. You can ask them questions, put your hand on your heart, listen to your heart. Sometimes we can communicate with those who have passed on. Yeah, a question. There's some sort of question you have, some sort of question they have. Write your questions down. Your questions matter. They're heard. I'm seeing a star. Lucky star. Wish upon a star. You'll see me in the stars. I'll be in the stars. Something like this. Heavens. Some of you are star seeds. Okay. And you may also have connected with other star seeds who have now crossed over. That's a possibility too. I am getting the message, return to the stars, or I return to the stars. It's also like looking to the stars for closure or guidance, for energy, connecting with higher forces through stargazing. Maybe something that you do or will do. Any additional messages for them? Thank you. Okay. Over time, things can build up and accumulate. Sometimes it happens very quickly, even. But you guys are meant to get some sort of higher perspective on something, or like fly, take off, soar in some way. And I feel like you want to have really clean energy. So there could be some sort of pattern or some sort of buildup that needs to be dealt with in your life. You'll be guided. I'm getting like someone stringing someone along, or there being like this cord, this connection, sort of goopy. I'm not sure what to make of this. You're also saying just because something's not in physical form doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Sometimes it's like it's lighter, it's less weight, it's less baggage if it becomes non-physical and it's just energetic. But like radio waves, they exist. They're not like, we don't physically see them. Thoughts, they exist. Feelings, they exist, but they're not in the physical. And so I feel like there's still like connections through the veil, through the dimensions, and to your higher self and various deities and goddesses as well. Even though there's not like a physical cord or physical connection, there's still an energetic connection, or like pathways to connect energetically. This message, stand tall, be proud, work on your posture too. Some of you stand tall. A lot of you have unicorn spirit guides, and you're meant to do some powerful things, some important things that are challenging, or there are certain challenges that you have to go through in your lifetime with that unicorn spirit guide. But it's like, it's so important for you to stand tall, stand straight, stand tall, have the courage, show up. You'll get there when you're supposed to. You'll get there when you do. You'll get there when you're supposed to, but you don't want to miss the journey in the process. Even if you think you do, they're saying you don't. I'm also seeing greens, like green foods, salads, things like this. Maybe you like them, maybe you don't, but your body could probably use them right now. Okay. Yeah, they're showing me like an antenna, having your antenna up, an antenna tuning to the right dial. Your intuition, your quote supernatural senses and abilities, like you have a special antenna. You can receive information intergalactically. So that's a tool. Be aware of it. Be aware of it. Okay. Somebody may have really liked long grain rice. I'm seeing that too, like wild rice, long grained rice. I'm also seeing round pieces of a game, like checkers or pogs, something like this. I'm seeing a vessel here too. It's like a cup to be filled. I don't think you know where this is. Getting a message, one of your ancestors, your departed loved ones, or your spirit team has placed a cup for you on your behalf somewhere to gather certain things up. And I'm not sure if these are tangible things or non-tangible, but it's meant to be a gift for you to claim So it's like you either are going to find this, or it's going to be given to you once these things are gathered up. Okay, some of you may have seen something in the water or the mirror. You may have, like, out of the corner of your eye, or you don't know if you hallucinated it, you're half awake, half asleep, or what was that. They're showing me something like a line as well, something being reflected in the mirror, the water. You see something. Okay, what about that? What about what they saw? Be okay. Again, they're saying clean up your vibration, you'll have greater clarity. And they're showing me blue orbs or blue balls, like glass balls, marbles, connected to this thing you saw in the reflection. I'm not sure what that's about. It's interesting though. Okay. So, there's also an energy of something bubbling up. This could actually be a cyst. Some of you need to pop or get treated, but they're showing something bubbling up, bubbling to the surface. It may be popcorn too. I don't know what this is. But that's what I see. So I'll leave your reading here and move into the next one. Many blessings to you, and bye-bye. Last pile 3. We'll start with the goddesses. You have the Kishmi, bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. And Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I'm going to go ahead and read these out of the booklet, and then we'll flip some more over. Kishmi, here's your message to them. Thank you. This is a kind universe, and everyone within it is working in your favor. There are no tests, blocks, or obstacles in your way, except your own projections of fear into your future. Take a moment and hush your mind, quieting it from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with a new energy of faith, hope, and optimism. These energies fuel your exciting present time, as well as all future moments. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when light shines all around you? Step into this brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. You must stop worrying, as this anxiety squelches the goodness that seeks to find you. Clear your heart of fear and replace those energies with ones that will serve you and your family instead. Refuse to think of anything except your bright today and tomorrow, and I promise you that it shall be so. Okay, and Kuan Yin's message is: gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, intentions, and all forms of food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing an intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons and relationships. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that's within each person and situation. This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself in all ways. Be happy, be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. Okay. And then look at your music. Have her music message. They don't know you like I know. Okay, and this is from the song Don't Tell Me to Stop by Madonna. So if you're inspired to listen to that, go ahead and listen to that. They don't know you like I know. And then you also have Black Snake, Grow Your Truth. Okay. So yeah, there's this message about being your own best friend. No one knows you like you know yourself. But there's also like these deities, these goddesses, these higher forces. And yes, it can also be the ancestors and departed loved ones who know you on levels and in ways that others don't. And so it's like if people have their 2 cents, their opinions, or they're dictating to you, think they know what's best for you, there's this energy of like, come home to the self, make time to clear the mind, connect with this brighter energy, and try to trust the higher self. Your spirit team is working on your behalf. Grow your truth. That's beautiful. Okay, what else do we have here? Yeah, it's like the fears, the worries, the doubts especially, can be like blocking growth, stunting growth. But there's some purpose in pain, right? It's supposed to be a navigational tool. You have the 3 of Swords. Justice. Okay. As far as zodiac signs go, you have Libra showing up, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. See if any others want to come through. Yep. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. More fire sign energy. Okay. There's this message of excitement and like team effort, camaraderie. Like we were family then, we're family now. I'm a part of your soul team, your soul family here. There's this energy of like collaboration, teamwork to make the dream work, different components coming together. The magician is an energy of alchemy, alchemizing things. And it's like you're not all alone and you don't have to do things all by yourself all the time. You can reach out and get assistance, both from the spiritual world and the physical world. Look up bats as spirit guides if you're inspired to as well, because you have some bats here. You have some snakes here showing up as spirit guides. You have an elephant here as well. I was going to say it's pretty interesting because you've got like all these nocturnal spirit guides, yet you have this very bright, sunny type energy coming through from the goddesses. Okay, so we have the 7 of Presents reversed, the 3 of Swords, the Justice card. Somebody may have worked in like the criminal justice system in some way, been a lawyer, been a cop, been a judge, worked in politics possibly, or just was involved in some sort of movement maybe to bring about more justice, more fairness, balance in the world. Somebody may have traveled a lot, I'm seeing as well. Somebody may have been very magical, seemed very lucky. They could do things that you couldn't explain how they could do them. Other people maybe weren't able to do these things. So that's what we've got for like identifying criteria of people right now. But there's definitely more here with the messages. And there's this message like about your pain, other people's pain, your pain. There's this message of like balance. Okay, again, like pain serves a purpose. It's to tell us, we need to redirect or don't do this. This is dangerous, etc. But there are different types of pain, and sometimes we can cling to our pain or not process it, not integrate it, not work through it. And sometimes we can be in patterns where we're creating more pain for ourselves than we need to. And so the 3 of Swords shows up, and it's some sort of pain, and there's this question being presented, like, is this really fair to yourself? Is this really justice for you to feel this pain and be hurt, be in this pain? Because a lot of you, there's this message like you're not aligning with the easy path. You're not getting in the flow with this pain. You're in an energy of struggle, and it's like you're fighting against yourself. The Knight of Presents, you may feel like you're moving backwards in certain ways. Not only are things like dragging ass, excuse my language, but you may also feel like you're slipping backwards. And then the 7 of Candles, the King of Candles, it's like you don't have to. If we rebalance the energy a little bit, if we switch up things a little bit. We could be in a more productive energy. We could be building something. We could be alchemizing. We could be working our magic, making things happen. And I feel like the guides want you to do that. Those that I'm channeling want you to do that. They want to see your success. They want to be a part of your team, and you have this success. Because it's like all of you are having the success. You've done it. It's been a team effort, you know. Yeah, there's something here about manifestation, collaboration. Some of you a fire sign person. Some of you travel. But it's like really being able to more successfully manifest and more swiftly manifest and get your, what you desire. But you have to balance something within yourself first, the King of Candles. And some of you need to step away from some sort of energy that's too hot. It's too heated, it's too hot, there's too many outbursts, too much arguments. It's like misdirected passion or energy in order to do this. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Presents reversed. Some of you used to write more, used to write things down, used to journal, you used to write more. And I feel like there's encouragement to pick it back up, start writing again. They're actually showing me like departed loved ones, goddesses, looking over your shoulder as you're writing, like watching you, looking over you in the process. So yeah, you could definitely write some letters to your spirit team, to departed loved ones, to your ancestors. If you're inspired to do that, that could be a really good step. Knight of Presents reversed. Yeah, but just in general, like writing things down, making lists, plans, journaling. They're saying a lot of you used to do it, you haven't been doing it anymore. Is it time to bring that back? It might help you with your manifestation. It might help you feel like life is more magical again, because there's like this internal inner child that never dies. It's immortal, it's eternal, and it's like we can stick it in the closet and lock the door, but it's not going to die. And I'm seeing like the elders in your family still having their inner child when they cross over. There's the inner child's still there. You still have an inner child. Again, even if you've locked it in the closet or ignoring it, it's still there. And it's like your inner child wants to help you, and you want to be a good parent to your inner child, So you guys could have a more harmonious connection and have be working together, co-creating. And I feel like that would really heal the inner child in a lot of ways, and heal you. And again, it's like the pieces of the puzzle coming into place, the alchemy occurring, the transition, the change, the manifestation. Yeah, you guys are meant to tap into some magic here in the near future. Things are meant to start going more smoothly. You're meant to feel more empowered, and you're meant to be manifesting some success more quickly into your world. Travel is predicted for a lot of you. Travel. And I feel like your spirit guides send you messages too and communicate with you on your travels sometimes, like they're traveling along with you. You could receive signs from departed loved ones, from ancestors and so forth. They leave feathers, or you think about them at a certain time. Your favorite movie you guys watch together comes on in the hotel room when you're sitting there, you dream of them when you're away. There's something here with that, with traveling and like the other side. Okay, yeah, it's time to grant yourself justice, fairness, and it's time for the world to treat you in a fair and just way. We get it. It hurts when we feel like something isn't fair, something is off balance. It hurts when we're giving more than we're getting sometimes. But there are steps you can take to bring yourself into better balance, better harmony, and align with more justice. So that being said, we will clear away the cards and move into the wax. I get a lot of you have energy, even if you feel like burnt out, worn out, like you don't have energy. They're saying you have a lot of energy, but it's kind of like tangled up right now. You need to untangle it. You need to direct it. You need an outlet for your energy, like a healthy outlet for your energy. This energy can move mountains. It can turn lead into gold. It can do wonders, but only when it's like wielded properly directed, properly used, properly channeled. Okay. Let me find my lighter. Hearing a touch of orange. This isn't for everybody, but some of you, there's like a touch of orange, some sort of connection. Maybe somebody who's wearing a touch of orange. I don't know what it is. Touch of orange. Okay. What else? Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, departed loved ones, and goddesses. What messages do you have for pile 3? What should they hear right now? We're having a hard time getting the candle lit. So again, it's like having a hard time getting, like, breaking the inertia, getting up the energy, feeling inspired, igniting one's passion. Some of you are just down in the dumps, feeling listless, maybe. It's like a hard time getting motivated. Here we go. Okay. I'm seeing a mushroom here. Maybe somebody really enjoys eating mushrooms or lived somewhere where there were a lot of mushrooms. Some sort of connection to mushrooms. Could be working with mushrooms. Maybe like drawing mushrooms. I don't know. I'm also seeing a flower. It's got a blue center and yellow petals. I don't think that's for everybody, but for some of you, specific type of flower showing up for whatever reason. Somebody may have thrown pasta on the wall, see if the pasta was done. I'm seeing that. Something being thrown or tossed onto a wall. It could have been a way of decorating too, like throwing paint on a canvas. It's standing up like a wall. Yeah, there's some sort of energy. It's like trying to smother your fire, dim you down in some way. It could be something within yourself too. It's trying to protect you. It's telling you it's not safe to express this or have this energy or use this energy in a certain way, but I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's misguided. There's some sort of fear behind it instead of love. I mean, it loves you, but it's like it's misdirected, and fear is the motivation for doing that rather than trust. Okay. Seeing like, I don't know what this is, confetti maybe. It's like paper shavings, straw, something like this. What about it, or what other messages do you have? I'm seeing a black bird very clearly. It's like coming right at you, or right at the screen if this is in a movie. It's a big black bird. It doesn't actually have to be big, but black bird. Okay. Okay, there's some sort of cord or chain that you're going to separate yourself from. You're going to cut this cord, or you're going to separate yourself from it. It's not really a part of you. They're showing me like magnets. It's attached like magnetically. So you might separate yourself, and then if you don't get enough distance from it, you just come right back together with it. It could even be a person. It's like a cord. But I see you separating yourself from it, at least for a period of time. And the guides want you to be aware of that. It's like a magnet. You need to get distance from it if you're trying to permanently separate yourself from it. Somebody may really like donuts. I'm seeing like cinnamon, chocolate, brown colored donuts showing up. Maybe you're making donuts, or that's a suggestion. Make some donuts. This could also be a tire swing, tires, but it looks like donuts to me, mostly. I'm seeing a lollipop here. Somebody made like lollipops. What do we have for messages for them? Showing like gray or black tears. It's like some sort of release of emotion, release of energy, and it's dealing with It's like we might not know why we're crying. We're just crying. We feel it and cry. Or it's to do with night. There's like some sort of nightmare, some sort of dream. You wake up crying. Or it's like you're in a transition stage, or somebody was in a transition stage and they were crying. There's this message there, just releasing. Just releasing. It's just a part of the process. Just releasing. Okay. I'm seeing a baby, an unborn baby. So some of you, there could have been some sort of stillborn situation, or this is an abortion or miscarriage situation. The infant, the fetus there is showing up. So I feel like it's just kind of identifying itself as being here, if that's the scenario. Yeah, and there's a mushroom growing right near this thing. This baby, this infant. There's a mushroom growing, and it's like the baby could just fall right on the mushroom. The mushroom would support the baby, it would hold it. And mushrooms are symbolic of transmutation and transformation. They're sacred to Pluto, god of the Lord, Pluto, lord of the underworld. And so I feel like this is a really good sign, actually. I learned something interesting about mushrooms the other day, too. Humans and mushrooms, I read, share about 50% of their DNA. Very interesting. It's a lot more than plants, anything from the plant kingdom. Mushrooms and humans genetically are closer than plants and humans, like significantly closer. So just some food for thought. It's interesting to me having that show up like that. Okay. I'm seeing a variety of colors. They look like light colors to me, pastels, maybe orange, blue, yellow, green. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a lot of colors here. Okay. Yeah, there's a really important message here about your energy and how you're using it and expressing it. You got a lot of energy. Some of you, a lot of pent-up energy. It could be sexual energy, sexual frustration could be a factor. But there's a lot of energy, or it's creative energy. It's within the sacral chakra. And there's this message, like, use it wisely, express it. Don't let it work against you or destroy you. There's a certain, like, heat to it or fire where it's like you want to use it properly. Improperly, it can be very destructive and harmful. And I think some of you may have just kind of been like, whoa, it's not that big of a deal. It really is a big deal. Okay. Somebody may have been born in autumn, passed away in autumn, really loved autumn, or it's currently like autumn or about to be autumn. They're showing me this beautiful orange brown color. It's kind of like an amber. And a lot of leaves, colored leaves, things connected to autumn season. Okay, yeah, there's some sort of layer. They're talking about like peeling off an old layer, peeling off a layer, seeing what's underneath it, but also like the snake skin that you're shedding, this layers. You're ready to have it released from your energy. Like, bring it to light, see it for what it is. Some sort of layer of something, layer to something. Yeah. Warmer times ahead. I was talking about positivity, optimism, kind words, loving exchanges, creative energies, creative juices flowing, things really warming stuff up. Put in those warming ingredients. Work with warm colors right now. You guys are meant to create something very beautiful. And you're meant to have a lot of variety in your life too, I think. Most of you. A lot of variety in your life. You truly are. Okay, so I am seeing like seas connected to the underworld, the river of the dead, something like this. They're showing me figures laying in the water and like poking their head up to the surface. So it's like, you called, you're getting a reading from me. Present, here I am. They're showing me the face, like I'm listening, I'm speaking, and here we are, through the veil. Okay, anything else? Do you have any messages? They're not alone. They're not alone. They're on some sort of journey. There's other beings there. So if you think like they're all alone or they're isolated or something, none of your ancestors, departed loved ones are coming through that way. Like they're isolated or secluded or all alone and suffering. Absolutely not seeing that. seeing a yellow and orange butterfly for some of you. This could have been a spirit guide, or somebody really loves butterflies. Butterflies really love you. I don't know. This is like a protective energy. Something is looking over everything, all of it, all your creations, your whole lifetime, your interactions. It's like big butterfly energy. I'm not sure if this is like a goddess showing up through the symbol of a butterfly, or this is metamorphosis itself, or what this is meant to be, but it's like the energy of light and daytime and positivity and beauty and transformation, and the winged ones, you can get a higher perspective here. Travel may be involved too. Travel could be an important part of your life. Experiences, like you're meant to see certain places, connect with certain places, and they with you. Yeah, it's like life is too short not to let these creative juices flow, not to express one's love, not to connect sexually if that's your path. I'm not trying to say like, I know some people are asexual or choose, to be celibate, but there's a lot of energy here. And if you have like desires for sexual relations and things like this, it's like you're meant to embrace all these pleasures and this beauty and this variety in this lifetime. You're meant to be in this energy of love and warmth. Yeah, there's meant to be contrast at times too, but there's so much warmth and love here that it feels like it's yours. It's meant for you. Okay. Anything else in closing? Some of you, there's something here with the number 3. There's like a sign, or spirits speak to you through the number 3. For some of you, 3rd day, 3rd month, 3rd hour, some sort of connection with 3. Okay. Maybe you're like one of 3 siblings. Parents had 3 children. I'm not sure, but 3 is a very interesting number to me. There's a lot with it. There's sacred trinity, past, present, future, beginning, middle, end. So just some food for thought here. I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading here. I hope you enjoyed it. Many blessings to you, and bye-bye.